Good morning.
Morning.
Look at your watches, just go with it. Good morning. I have to say, it's really good to see so many keen golfing enthusiasts here today. Sadly, the club usually only gets a handful of players. We're really not doing that well. But welcome. Poor Sir Simon, the owner of the club. Here he comes now. Good evening, Sir Simon. I'm afraid time has not been as kind as it might be. And he is no longer the passionate entrepreneur he was when he started this club over 20 years ago. He simply can't keep up with the competition nowadays. Far too many of our players have moved over to Burg Hill Valley. They talk about higher standards. And they seem to get excited about the fact that they can get decent meals. Here, we rely on talents of our chef, le français, Jean. Bonjour, Jean.
Et bonjour, mon ami.
Comment ça va?
Oui, ça va bien.
He's not actually French. Pretending. Why? But to be fair to the gentleman, there was a time, not long ago, when he would produce a dozen perfectly good, tasty recipes to fill our menus. Nowadays, if you ask him for anything other than fish and chips, he'll probably just tell you it's earth. Our club president here is Marjorie. Marjorie's been club president for as long as I can remember. Too long, according to some of the younger players, who think it's about time she stood down. They're upset because they say she can't be bothered to put on competitions or run any kind of event that might draw in the fresh blood we both most desperately need here at the club. I think she just glories in the title. We do have regular players. One of them is George. He's our local parish council chairman. A few cheese around here. George has an excellent golf handicap. In fact, I think he'd probably be the best player in the club if he just got a little bit more time on the greens. He's a local farmer. Got a reputation for straight talking and a bad temper.
You were the rude boss.
I rest my case. You know how farmers love to tell you how they can barely make enough money to get by nowadays? Well, you didn't hear it from me. In George's case, it might actually be true. There is a rumour going around that his farm is heading for bankruptcy. But he has a plan. George would like to buy this club from Sir Simon at a knockdown price, do it up all fancy, and make some money that way. Personally, I'll believe it when I see it. Now, George is married to Mary. Mary likes to play golf too, but she's not very good. For her, it's more about the social life, the chance to get off the farm and see some company, meet some friends.
Hello, Steve.
Hello, Mary. Yes. In my job, I like to think I get some insights into people's relationships, and I have to say, I don't like the way George treats her. He's far too quick to put her down and patronise her. He says, because she was born and bred in the other side of Badminage, how could she possibly know what's what here in Birkin and Tillington? But she's a sweet girl, lovely sense of humour, as you can see, always got time for me. Yes, Mary's lovely. Sorry, where was I? Mary likes a partner, Carol. The two of them chalk and cheese. Carol is very serious about her golf and very ambitious. She doesn't hide the fact that she would like to be club president. She thinks it will enhance her status in the local community, which is important when you're planning to run as a new councillor in the next local election. Don't forget to vote. Talking of politicians, we have Brian, our local MP. Brian's always looking for money to fund his re-election campaign coming up next year. Hello, Brian. He's got plans to buy the club as well. But not for him, renovation. Oh no. He'd level the place the first opportunity he got. And if he can get the planning permission, he'd sell it on for development. Probably make himself a small fortune. Of course, George is blocking him at every turn. As parish council chairman, he said publicly that any development on the site wouldn't be part of our neighbourhood development. I hope he's right. But of course, what Brian doesn't know is that George wants it for himself. And that, last but not least, well, that leaves me. I'm Steve, your friendly barman here for the last 5 years. I like to think that there's not much that goes on around here that I don't see or hear. But I've talked enough. Gosh, it's at that time. I need to get on. The first players out this morning will be coming in for a drink before lunch soon, and I need to get the 19th hole ready for them. But once again, welcome everybody. It's a lovely day. I hope you have a good one.
Did you enjoy your breakfast this morning, Sir Simon?
Yes, thank you, John. You do look after me very well. And I must get you a pay rise, I think.
Merci, monsieur. You are most kind. Silly bugger, isn't that every year? Like it's a great joke.
Morning, Simon. Please, I caught you. Got a spare moment for a quick word?
Hello, John. Can you get me my paper, do you think? And get me a whiskey and make it a double. Oh.
You silly fool. I'm George. Sean buggered off as usual. Now, remember we had that chat about me buying a club, golf club?
Sorry about that. I understand you want to buy a golf club. Well, we've got some very nice ones in the programme. Ask Steve over there behind the bar. He'll show you one or two. Yeah.
Can you speak English, you?
No, thank you, John. Yes.
No, Simon, not a golf club. What I want to do is buy your golf club. The greens, the fairways, the buildings, the whole caboodle. Anyway, since we had that chat, I've got my lawyer draw up just a couple of papers, and so if you could just read through these and sign them, I'll be most grateful.
Steve, this fellow here says he wants to buy my golf club. Do you know anything about it?
Well, you have been talking about selling for the last couple of years to Simon, but you've never acted on it before. And you know how the staff here think it's a terrible idea. What would it mean for our jobs?
Oh, worried about your skimmings from the bar, are you, Steve?
Here we go.
Ah, yeah. You've got a nice little earner going there, haven't you? How many bottles of wine do you sell onto the bell each week? I had a nice bottle of your Murder when I had a meal there last Saturday.
Give them a rest, George. It's not my fault if they buy from the same supplier.
Now, Simon, if you could just read through those papers and sign them. I've just got to nip back to the farm and I'm just going to feed the sheep briefly.
Well, just leave them with me, will you? When I have a moment, I'll look over them. Now, just bugger off and leave me in peace.
Oh yeah, thanks very much. It's terrible. I know my stomach. Just going to have to take a tablet. I got to take medication. When he gets a minute, what else has he got to do all day? He just sits there, reading his papers and getting totally pissed. I bet as soon as I leave here, he'll forget all about my papers. Anyway.
Drink himself. Drink himself to death.
Oh yeah, thanks. He'll turn and drink himself to death soon enough. Perhaps it'd be better if I finish him off. There's been everywhere.
Morning, Brian.
Morning, Sir Simon.
Time for a scotch, is it?
Oh, it's coming up to 11 o'clock. Yeah, can I buy you one?
Oh, very kind. Thank you.
Steve, a scotch for Sir Simon, please.
Double.
A double. Now, Brian, I've been trying to catch hold of you. I wanted to talk to you about planning applications. As you were chairman of the parish council, I assume it's you whose arm I have to twist on such matters?
Oh, I'm surprised at you, Brian. You know, a politician of your standing attempting to bribe me now, are you? Well, you know full well the parish council, they make their decisions collectively. Well, they do tend to follow my lead. What plans for this you want to pass by me?
Well, it's like this. The elections come up next year and I need £2,000 or £3,000 for my election campaign. Mind you though, the committee are trying to deselect me. They say I spend too much time messing around down in London.
Well, that's true enough.
Yeah, instead of here in the county. But once I get that money, they'll soon accept me. Now, it's about this golf course. As you know, it's really down on its knees now. And I'm sure Sir Simon would accept a rock bottom price just to get rid of it. But he could retire nicely. And I could buy it and sell it on to a developer.
Well, the problem, you must know this, Brian, the problem is that actually the golf club doesn't appear in the neighbourhood development plan. There's no chance the county council will let you build houses here.
But there's no need to worry about the county council. I've got 2 or 3 councillors there that are nicely in my pocket. Yeah, they owe me a favour or two. Now, what is it?
Just the parish council.
So it's just the parish council I've got to get their permission of, taking their lead from you.
Oh, well, the thing is that the parish council, they see this as the most important focal point for the whole village. No, I can't see them because you see, it's so important for the elderly. No, I think it's an essential amenity. The parish council, they'll never let you build here.
I'm surprised at you, George, standing in the way of progress. I mean, there's talk about it being for the open. There's only about 5 people from the village that come here.
Well, next lot.
They've been dragged here. Say, talking about it being an essential immediately, I mean, it's just absolute rubbish. No, I think we ought to have some changes at parish council level.
Oh yeah. Are you threatening me? Oh, I'm not going to stand down just so you can take over the village.
Yes, I've got quite a few contacts on the parish council. It wouldn't be too hard to get rid of you, and I'll put Angie in your place as well.
What, you good for nothing wife? No. Just so she'll do everything you say. I don't think so, Brian. I think you've forgotten a little incident that happened when we were both at the cathedral school. Now, I was watching when you pummeled poor James Minor to within an inch of his life. Poor lad, he never got over it. I often see him in Hightown begging these days. Not that Brian would ever have noticed, he just swans through in his big Mercedes on the way to London. But if I were to get James Minor to go public, perhaps add in a little sexual innuendo, well, in today's climate, your political ambitions would be finished, whatever the truth.
So it's blackmail, is it? Well, I'll tell you this, I'm going to get this club, whether you like it or not, one way or another.
Hello, Steve.
Hello, Mary.
Hello, Sir Simon. How are you today?
Oh,
Is your dad still playing you up?
kind of you to ask. No, it gets worse and worse. And now I've got this terrible pain in my neck. Oh. Is it lunchtime yet?
Oh, well, it must be around 12. Shall I ask John to get you your lunch?
You wouldn't mind.
John, could you bring Sir Simon his lunch, please?
Madame.
And can I top up your whiskey?
Oh, that's very kind of you. Yes, I'll have another double, I think.
Another double, is it? Where's that Carol? I thought I was going to buy her a drink.
I'm here.
What can I get you?
G&T, please.
I feel I ought to make up for that terrible mistake at the 5th hole. 2 G&Ts, please, and a top-up for Sir Simon.
Not that I think it is going to make up for it. You knew I needed a clear ground today in order to get my handicap down, because that's the only way I'm ever going to become president of this club. But you certainly ruined that for me. Oh, I think I'll go and join Burkill Valley. At least they have got some decent players.
I really am sorry, Carol. I couldn't help my cough just as you were about to take that shot. And it was really very unlucky that it ended up in the stream.
Right. Steve just about to bring over our G&Ts, I think. You're right. Another whiskey for Sir Simon.
Another whiskey, yes.
You're doing right well.
I think we're all going to do very well here
Thank you, Steve.
Thank you.
Enjoy.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Sir Simon.
Well, thank you, Steve.
That's better.
Well, my usual, please, son. God, I'm in a terrible rush today. I've got a load of sheep arriving in a minute, and I've got to let the muck spring done this afternoon. Bottom of the bunny, please. Thanks. See, Mary's as busy as ever.
Et voilà, monsieur, les kids, you. Of course, Simon never sells his club if he does not want to, and as for you, monsieur, you will buy this club of my dead body.
Ah, go and get lost, you phony French fake. Well, yeah. Seems as if Simon has read the papers, and what's more, he's been talking about it. Surprising, that.
Hello, Sir Simon. How are you feeling? Are you feeling better?
Hello, Andrew. Not great, unfortunately, but thank you for asking. Did you have a good round this morning?
I'm not playing today. I couldn't find anyone to play with anywhere. That is, anyone, of course, of a similar standing. Anyway, good morning, Mary. How was your game? The weather has been perfect this morning, hasn't it?
It has been perfect. And we were having a really good game. Right up until I had an unfortunately timed coughing fit. I'm afraid I put poor Carol right off the stroke and rather spoiled the game for her.
Well, never mind. I'm sure it didn't make all that much difference. It's not like Carol's going to be changing her handicap anytime soon.
I'll have you know that my handicap is only 1 point off yours, Marjorie Jones. And if Mary here had managed to control herself this morning, I'd have got that sorted. Oh, dear me. I'm going to be president of this club one day. Just you wait and see. Anyway, oops, no, that's not right. If being president of this club were a question of merit, and who the members actually wanted in charge, then there'd be no contest between you and me.
As you say, my dear, merit is a key part. Now, let me just check these handicaps. Ah, yes, my handicap, and perhaps yours. So thankfully, no one will be subject to your awful ideas to supposedly modernise this institution. I mean, who wants cheese and wine parties or fancy dress afternoon?
I'm sorry, Carol. Being president of this club is not really that big a deal.
It is to me. Oh, what would you know? Anyway, I am going to be president. And I'm done here. I have some important phone calls to make. Brian? Yes, it's Carol. I just wondered whether you might be free to meet up in 15 minutes, say? Yes, at my place, as usual. Lovely. I'll see you there at 12:30. Bye-bye.
Well, I think I find that's the right change, Steve. I hope John wasn't expecting a tip for that muck.
Mary, sorry about that. I was just changing a barrel. Now, what can I get you, apart from a new life in me?
Shh! Don't call me that in here. You know how everybody likes to gossip. What I need is yet another drink. After the morning I've had running around after that Carol, I think I deserve one.
You worry too much, my dear. There's only Sir Simon in the bar. And he's dead as a post. Yeah, and you do your small gin. nice and yellow.
Thank you. Cheers. Cheers.
You're welcome. You can have it on tea. Or rather, on Sir Simon. He never bothers to check the accounts nowadays. So tell me, what's that Carol been doing this morning? What's that you?
Oh, Carol was just being Carol. She made a mistake at the 5th hole and she blamed it on me. She's got it into her head that if she just improves her handicap, she'll get the presidency automatically.
Not much chance of that, I don't think. Marjorie will never step down. They'll have to carry her out of here in a box. And as for Carol, I don't know why she doesn't act on her threat to go and join Burkill Valley Club. That way, perhaps everyone will be happier.
Not everyone. I won't be happy. I really don't know how much longer I can stand being married to George. He never notices me, and he hardly ever speaks to me. No. I know he's so worried about the farm going bankrupt. So much so, with all this stress, he's got a stomach ulcer. But that's not my fault.
No.
I don't want much. I know he lets me come here once a week. But I would like a bit more of a social life. And some money to spend. Oh, he's reduced my allowance yet again. I keep suggesting I could go and get a job at Tesco. But George says if I've got any spare money or time, I've got to help him on the farm. Oh.
Poor Mary. George is a beast and an idiot. He doesn't know how lucky he is to have you. On the other hand, if he did buy this place, well, then he couldn't have a reason to keep you chained to the farm anymore. And you could ask to run the catering side of things here. Then we could see each other every day.
I'm afraid that's not going to happen. George has said that if he buys this club, he's going to sack everybody. A clean sweep and start again. And I don't know that I can wait that long. No. My only hope is that with all this stress and worry, George has a heart attack. And then I'd be rid of him forever. Will you join me for lunch?
Well, thank you. It would be lovely to have someone to talk to.
Steve, what's the time? I've left my watch at home today.
Oh, it's 1:15, Mary. Would you girls like to see a lunch menu?
Is there any point?
Don't tell me Jean is actually cooking something from the menu today. He is getting worse. I don't think he cares about the club anymore, except, of course, to look after Sir Simon.
Let's find out, shall we? John, could you come out and tell Marjorie and Mary what's on the lunch menu today, please?
Hey, madame.
Ah, John, is there any lamb on the menu today?
Oh, je regrette, madame, I could not get any more credit from Herefordshire Meats.
All right, I'll have the fish and chips then.
Très bien, madame.
What about the pasta dish, Jean?
Oh, je regrette encore, madame. The pasta is, you say, off.
Is it better be 2 fish and chips then, please?
Très bien, madame, tout de suite.
I must just dash to the loo. I'll be back in a sec.
Steve, I'll have a G&T, please, and you better get another whiskey for Sir Simon.
Et voilà, mesdames, 2 red herrings.
Thank you.
Simon.
Don't let Carol wind you up. You all know she's got a temper. She'll get over it soon enough.
Oh, I know, but she gets on my nerves.
I think her affair is reaching its natural conclusion. She's been in a worse mood than of late.
What? Carol? Having an affair? I had no idea. I thought she was happily married.
Carol has always been ambitious. I think she's very disappointed that her husband hasn't had any political ambition, shall we say?
My God. I don't believe it. Do you mean to say she's having it off with our useless MP?
You didn't hear it from me.
She must be daft. If this becomes public knowledge, it'll ruin them both. What with Brian is due to have a re-election next year. I don't know. They must be mad. And in a place like this, where everyone likes to think they're so moral. Oh, yes, yeah. Oh, Steve, is it 2 o'clock yet? I've got to be back for 2. I can't be late.
Better hurry then, Mary. It's 5 to 2 now.
Oh, George wants me back. Oh, I'm so sorry. I shall have to go. Bye.
Don't worry about your tab, your food. I'll put it on your tab. Or rather, Simon's. Been badly hurt. Who would have expected that? It's George lying in a pool of blood with a golf cart by his side and some kind of foam round his mouth, all frothy and I suppose I better check his pulse. Gosh. It's ever so cold, and his watch is broken at 1:40 p.m. I wonder if that's significant. Let's see if I can find a pulse. I'm no doctor, but I think his arm might be broken as well. No, nothing. Yeah. This is a crime scene. What to do? I'll take some pictures. It might be important as evidence. Someone for my Instagram page. Bad news, I'm afraid. He's definitely dead. Gone to that golf course in the sky where it never rains. I guess somebody better phone the police. I've called the police. They're on their way. Well, I can't help feeling, with all these expert detectives in the room, we should be able to solve this crime before they arrive.
So, George is lying out there on the practice green just next to the first hole. He has foam all over his mouth, a bloody gash on the back of his head, and by his side is a golf club. His broken watch is stopped at 1:40 p.m. Could this be when he was killed? And we don't actually know what killed him. Was it poison, or the blow from the golf club by his side, or something else?
Everyone who uses the club has to register when they arrive. I've checked the list. We were the only people here today, so one of you must be the murderer.
Don't you mean one of us? I don't see why you should get off the hook.
Yes, okay, one of us. But forget that. What about this foam on his mouth? If it was poison, well, he could well have eaten that with his lunch. And that was provided by John.
We saw him, didn't we, Harry? He took his lunch over to George, and he said he hoped it would kill him.
He was going to sack us all on the spot when he bought the club, this bar. But I certainly didn't kill him. That was me just being dramatic.
I don't think it was poison. George was taking some new tablets for his stomach ulcer, and sometimes he foamed at the mouth if they reacted with something he ate. But it was always harmless.
So, the weapon could have been the golf club. And if there was a struggle, that's could be when his watch got broken.
Whose golf club was it?
Oh, hang on. I took some photographs. There. Do you recognise that golf club?
Why, yes. That's Carol's. What?
Well, yes, it's the same make as my golf club, but lots of people have them. And anyway, anyone could have taken one from the bag. I left it in the hall after the game. No, we'll have to wait for the police to get here, and then they can dust the club for fingerprints, and if there are any on it other than mine, it must be the murderer.
Unless he was wearing gloves, of course. But I do agree, the golf club is the most likely murder weapon.
But what about opportunity? Sir Simon, Mary and I were all in the bar here at 1:40, so it can't have been any of us. Carol, you had left. You said you had some phone calls to make. Where were you at 1:40? And can anybody vouch for you?
I had some errands to run.
And Brian, you also had left. We all heard you arguing with George this morning. What was that all about?
Well, yes, I was angry. I mean, you all know by now that we both wanted the golf club, but I didn't want it so much as to kill him. I mean, there was blackmail, but I don't care about that. But I wouldn't go as far as killing him.
No. Brian could not have killed him, and nor could I.
Carol, don't say any more. It will destroy me.
Brian, we've got to come clean. Otherwise, neither of us has an alibi. Brian and I were at my house from 12:30 to 2. My neighbour Julie saw us arrive. Saw me arrive, she probably saw Brian too. I promise you, I'm not just trying to cover up for him.
Oh, I see. Although I don't suppose your husband or Brian's wife will. Well, I'm not ruling either of you out, but let's see. Who else had opportunity? Sean, you were out of sight in the kitchen. You could have gone out of the back door and killed him then.
Oh, madame, I was too busy preparing all the fine lunches I serve at this club year out. And then afterwards I had to prepare for the more complicated dinner service. So I did not have the time. Anyway, the back door is locked, the key is broken in the lock, I cannot get out through it. You go and try it.
Well, if that is the case, we can easily check. Then Sean couldn't have been the murderer because someone would have seen him if he'd come through the bar.
So who does that leave? So Simon, Mary, Marjorie.
You.
I was in the bar the whole time. I don't remember anyone leaving.
No, you weren't.
I did leave. I went to the toilet as on the stage.
And what time was that?
I think it was about 1:30. I can't remember exactly, but I was only away a couple of minutes.
Actually, it was 1:35. I remember looking at my watch when you left, and I didn't leave the room at all. So Sir Simon can probably vouch for me. Anyway, I don't have any motive to want to kill George. At least he would do something to get this club back on its feet.
What about you, Sir Simon?
What about me? Well,
I heard you arguing with George earlier.
well,
What was all that about?
well, nothing really. It was just something we were talking about, really. He said he wanted to buy my club, and so was the fellow I found it.
Ah, bravo, monsieur. I should think so too. Even if Monsieur Simon had a motive, you do not have enough huge parole to realize that he couldn't trust you after his money, Mr. Brady should go for
I remember the word blackmail was in that conversation. That's why I told him to bugger off.
So, that leaves Mary. Did you kill George when you said you went to the ladies? It could have been over very quickly if you'd surprised him.
I can't believe you said that. I might have wanted George to leave George, but I really didn't want him dead.
That's not strictly true, is it, Mary? You told me you were sick of George ignoring you with the stress over his bankruptcy. You told me you wanted more money because he kept cutting your allowance. And you told me you couldn't wait to be rid of him. You had motive, opportunity, and means. I think we found the killer.
I can't believe you just said that. You just hold on a minute. I keep looking at this picture and there's something wrong here. It's the watch. This is not George's watch. George wears a heavy black watch when he's working during the day, and this is a smart evening watch. Oh, it just doesn't make sense.
Unless someone is trying to fool us as to the time of death. Perhaps he wasn't killed at 1:40 after all. Someone could have smashed a watch showing 1:40 and swapped it for his. He could have been killed at any time after he left at 12:45.
So, who doesn't have an alibi for that time? Sir Simon and Marjorie and myself. We were all in the bar. Brian and Carol were having their assignation. And we assumed that Jean was busy cooking in the kitchen.
Steve, what were you doing at that time? I know you were at the bar most of the time. But didn't you leave at some point to replenish your stocks?
I did spend a couple of minutes in the cellar, it's true. But I had no reason to kill George.
You had the same reason as Jean had. If George had bought this club, you'd have been out on your ear, and you'd have lost that nice little job behind the bar with all your fiddling of the books. And then, with George out of the way, you could have married Mary, and then you'd have been in line for the farm. Oh yes, we all knew about you too.
Oh, no chance of that now. What's the time?
Are you asking me what the time?
I am asking you.
Why do you want to know? You always want to know the time.
Because this watch on George's wrist is a smart evening watch. And you have a smart evening watch. If that's not yours, then you'd still be wearing it.
So you're accusing me now, are
Then
you?
now, come on, stop stalling. Let's have a look at your ring. There.
Oh,
Is that George's watch?
no. No.
Hang on. Did anybody actually check the back door of the kitchen?
No.
Oh, and where's Jean?
Where is Jean?
Where's John?
Oh, goodness, Jean.
I think the police have arrived, hopefully just in time.
Right, as usual at this point, I've got a lot of people to thank for this evening. First of all, of course, our wonderful cast who actually managed to learn their lines for each other. So I think they deserve another good round. Secondly, must thank Twink and all her helpers. I'm sure you've enjoyed this wonderful meal this evening, so thank you for that. And thirdly, of course, thank all of you for coming this evening and helping to raise lots of money for the Good Neighbour Scheme. So thank you all very much. Finally, I'd like to thank Rob and Jackie for organising the raffle, which I think has also raised a lot of money for the Good Neighbour Scheme. So thank you, Rob.
I know that we all would very much like to show our appreciation for Joe, our writer, director and producer, who's worked very hard with us So if we could...
And the last thing we have to do, I'm going to ask the victim to announce the result of the
Well, I'm going to, there's sort of three people that I'd like to congratulate. So I'm going to start off with the person, the team rather, teed off, who didn't get the right murderer, but I was impressed with one of their points. In real life, Mike is a shifty character. There are two teams who tie with 16 points each, and that's Legs 11 and Legs 11.
We've got CSI all the time.